To this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Brought down by Khalil Mack.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Play action. It's Hill. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's one of 2 Colquitts punting at our game here. This is Britton who gets the first shot. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Down at the 15.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's Foles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On second down now, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Foles. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And 10 at the 37-yard line.
If you know, you know.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught at the 25.
Good nothing.
Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Foles. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
At the Vikings.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Hill. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
To number 8.
Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Hill. Lets it fly for Thielen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll give this to Bell, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1st down, Minnesota.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hill. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before. He's brought down.
Thielen. A gain of 14. And the Vikings 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
To the 48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
The 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
By the Vikings.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He was brought down by...
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bell. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Le'Veon Bell.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And Dula to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Handoff comes to Cook. On 1st down, they're going option left. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down at the 50-yard
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
35.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Check safety.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Get off the field. 58 the money.
From the gun, here's Hill. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Vikings 41, Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
By Kyle Fuller.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
58, right over there, yeah.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Despite the nice gain of 13 yards, it's 4th down.
A gain of 13.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Watch it, Good. What we got? Check.
On 2nd and 10. Foles, middle of the field, it's Robinson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
It's our time. Check three. 13. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 55, Mike 55.
And my goodness, another interception. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 49-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
47-yard line.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hill, complete. Jefferson the target. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
No chance. Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. Tiger.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Great. 65.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 55. Check. What we got? Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's baby side. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 48, Bears 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. What we got? What we got? What we got? One.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check 55, Mike. Check. 55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Here's Foles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Great. Watch the screen. Slam.
Yeah, go, let's go.
Kill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Foles. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Vikings 49-yard line.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Back to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the thoughts from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes to the stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh. again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
T-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you don't do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Hey, mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you
talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zaza, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Brady now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Gronkowski. 10 yards.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his His throw's going to be incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
All you got to do is look
he
it
will
up.
score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Come on, let's go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Buccaneers 2.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick.
Kansas City.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. Or maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 9.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Juan Thornhill on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 40.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 39. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 4.
Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Past the 20. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And from down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rob Gronkowski.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 12, Buccaneers 11.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Rolling to his right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 39 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And all the Chiefs have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking down. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt after
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Out to his left. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try to run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Chiefs 26, Buccaneers 11.
They're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down. Polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action than no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action than no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. Ooh.
I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
She right got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, what you gon' do?
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about your brother protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules. Guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude. Poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle. Fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle. The top always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only built for confusion. The institution. Modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same.
Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. I'm the first lady, stunner crew, running nation. Pick it up, watch me pick it up. In my hands, on my knees, I've been down and pick it up. Kylie Jenner lips, J-Lo in the hips. Y'all sitting on the bleachers on the first draft pick. Playing with your feelings, can't have me. Get left like D, I did the Cassie. Blah, 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 'cause I already won. This is B4 language, we ain't coming from a bum. Drippy, sipping like Capri Sun. Take your man, get bored, send him back where he's from. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. I ain't talking about my deal, but they humble down. Talking from my shoulders to my waist down. Core stores open, I'm the best out, hands down. Mad about it, cut a check, caught another touchdown. Fumble in the back like you can't hold it or something. I weigh out your league, switch controllers or something. I'm so wavy like I'm walking on the ocean or something. Wishing they was in my skin like they my lotion or something. Set the cash out, the thighs match, so he know he gotta match that. Left the club, 100,000 in a brown knapsack. Tags in the back, girl returning clothes back. Your favorite rapper, favorite song, stunner, girl throwback. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. You can't do it like me, sis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.